Living for 22 years, I thought that my 6-year-old self had killed my parents until the most powerful alpha wolf came to visit and revealed the truth that the wolf race had no fear of wolf poison. I want you, but I also need you to want me, and not just because of some mate bond. I understand, I whisper, resting my head on his shoulder. He stands up and wrapped his hand around my waist. Are you sure? He asks quietly. Yes, Drea, turn me on. I want you to set me on fire. My whole life was hated and bullied by my pack. I never think that one day I would saved by the most powerful alpha Dane. He loves me with all his might and revenges everyone who hurt me, including my brother. Where the heck is she? I hear the beta scream. I already knew Beta Kyle was talking about me, the only servant of the house. I groan and get to my feet, grabbing the cleaning basket and taking it with me. The moment Beta Kyle sees me, he strides towards me and his hand slices against my cheek. I don't make a sound. Years of experience has taught me to keep my mouth shut at all times and only speak when spoken to, even if what they are doing to me hurts. Alpha Tri and I are expecting company, and you still have not cleaned the office like you were asked. Beta Kyle spits at me. I nod my head and my hand tightens on the cleaning basket. If I could just find the courage to swing it at his head, it would make my day. I resisted. He was stronger than me, and I didn't need locking up for another week with no food. My stomach already hurt enough. We are trying to make a good impression on Alpha Dane. Do you not understand how important it is for us to join ourselves with his pack? I don't answer. I know it's a trick to try and get me to say something so that he can give himself a reason to punish me. I keep my eyes low so that I didn't have to look at his face. Alpha Dane? I had only ever heard rumors about him, words exchanged between the other pack members when I was in the room. From what I gathered, he was a ruthless man, a wolf feared by others. He didn't mess around, and he had the largest pack. He is the alpha of Black Shadow, the biggest pack in the world. We need him. Beta Kyle continues. Yet he doesn't. Tell me why. We had never been attacked, and we had never attacked anyone, so why did we need another pack to help us? He places his hands on my shoulders, digging his nails into my thinning skin, and turns me around, kicking me in the butt as he shoves me towards the office. He mutters as he moves away, quietly closing the door. I lean back against it, observing the already clean office. There was nothing out of place. It looked perfectly fine for a meeting with this so-called powerful alpha. Closing my eyes, I slide down to the floor. I hated this house. I thought that when I turned 18, I could finally escape, but 4 years later, here I still am, a slave in my own home, doing all the dirty tasks for my brother Alpha Trey and the pack, while my ex-mate Beta Kyle waltzes around, reminding me of how worthless I am. Someone clears their throat and I freeze. I thought I was alone. Leaning forward, I see a handsome man sitting in a chair just around the corner, a foot propped up on his knee as he nurses a glass of drink. His short hair is dark and his eyes are a deep crimson color that don't quite look right. They suddenly shift to me and I throw myself back against the door as my heart pounded. Is this the way you greet all alphas? His deep voice rumbles through the room. There was an edge of amusement to his tone. I've been sorry, I whisper, getting to my feet. I thought I was alone. I had no idea who he was, but I could feel the power radiating off of him, even without my wolf. He doesn't introduce himself either. Why should he? Come forward, he orders, and I already feel a lump forming in my throat. I step around the corner, doing as I am told, allowing him to see me properly. I close my eyes, expecting the worst. You smell funny, yet you are a wolf, correct? I nod, though I couldn't tell how he was going to react. Most laughed when they found out about me. I would prefer it if you spoke to me. He growls. I'm Kieran, not in the mood to play games. Yes, I whisper. I couldn't help but think of all the punishments I was going to have to endure. A whipping, maybe starvation for another week. Why do you smell strange? And how is it possible for you to not know I was in the room? You should have scented me. I hated the question. Spit it out. I haven't got all day. I knew why I couldn't scent him. I knew why I've been aware of his presence.